Hello to all of you. First of all, let me tell you how honored I am to speak to you as a PS president. I would like to thank you and the party members for the support which I received and for the confidence which was granted to me. I would like to thank you also for the number of messages of support which I received after my election. It's really a duty to do a good work for all of you, for our cause. I must say that in the last years, Poul Nyrup Rasmussen did a great job and made PES what it is. It's a pleasure to take over a party in such a good condition, a party which is visible at a European level, which is known through our activists in the member states of the European Union, and it's a challenge also to go ahead. All these things are a very good basis to build up for our future plans. 2012 will be a very important year for our movement. I have 5 clearly outlined priorities. 1. To continue with our economic plan. Europe is in the wrong hands. The conservative policies which have been imposed in the last 2.5 years all over Europe through national governments led by conservatives, through conservative European institutions, are not leading Europe out of this economic, financial and social crisis. We, Social Democrats, have to provide our plan, a plan for economic growth which will be creating jobs, which will be a green growth, which will be socially cohesive. This is extremely important. We have our concrete visions on how to break the vicious circle of the financial crisis of the Eurozone. We have clear ideas about the financial transaction tax, which is economically viable, which is socially just, and which will spread the responsibility for coming out from the crisis among those who also created this crisis in many ways. 2. We have to continue building up and defending our democratic values. The crisis which we face is not only an economic crisis, it is not only a social crisis. European democratic legitimacy has been challenged in the last years, and this is a huge problem. Our family is a family of democratic parties, and we believe that without democratic means of finding solutions to the economic and social problems, European Union will not be credible and will not be understood by the citizens of Europe. And this is unacceptable for us. We don't want Europe at 2 speeds. We don't want Europe where decisions are taken behind closed doors. Europe belongs to people. It's final time. It's important time for all of us. We have to bring back citizens to as a driving force of the European Union. 3. Helping our member parties in national elections. The PES can only be strong everywhere if we have strong national parties who are winning elections, who are implementing socialist and social democratic policies in our countries. This year we're facing crucial elections in France, in Greece, in Slovakia, in Lithuania, perhaps in many other countries, because the political dynamics are very high. And all of us have to make our contribution for the success of our friends in all these countries. We need their success. We need more socialist prime ministers and presidents. We need more members of the parliaments in the member states from our family, so we can implement our social policies all around Europe. This will be an important priority for me, and I believe for all of you. 4th, we have to continue our renewal process. It was initiated by Poul Nyrup Rasmussen in 2009 at the Prague Congress. We adopted just 2 weeks ago our Declaration of Principles. This is our compass in our day-to-day political life, in our political programs. And we have to continue our work to prepare the fundamental program of the PES for the next period. It will be extremely important for all of us from the point of view of preparing the European elections in 2014. And this work will continue progressively forwards. And 5, of course, we have to prepare a good and strong political congress of the PES as a European party in September in Bucharest. Of course, it will be a strong support for our friends in Romania to win the general elections there later on. But also we have to deliver 2 clear messages to the citizens all over Europe. Democracy, which is now challenged in our continent, in our union, in many of the countries. And social policies, social cohesion, which are crucial for our family. We can do it together. Rory Quinn will be very helpful in leading the Presidium during this transitional period and leading the Congress of the PS in September in Bucharest. We can make a difference. This is crucial for the future of our family. People of Europe are very disappointed by the right-wing, austerity-only policies which are imposed on them. They are ready for change. We must deliver. Let's do it together.